RAAC. The new Tory buzzword of the day. RAAC. Trouble is, it's not a word. It's an acronym. RAAC. Well, you gotta laugh. If you can't laugh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. Tories. Miserable, incompetent Tories again. RAAC. God. I do have slight Tourette. RAAC. RAAC. Remember that fella from Carry On movies? Well, he wasn't in many of them, and it's cool like that. RAAC. I bet all the Tourette syndrome people around the country going on RAAC, RAAC, RAAC. Yeah, RAAC. It's an acronym, not a word. It's 4 words. It stands for, all right, reinforced, autoclaved, aerated concrete. Reinforced, autoclaved, aerated concrete. RAAC. Autoclaved, that got me scratching. Autoclaved, because I know about autoclaved from my younger days when I used to have summer jobs working as hospital porter in the local hospitals. And autoclaved is what they do to surgical instruments to clean them or something. Everyone's got an autoclave department to clean these. It's all usually next door to the operating theatres. And, well, whatever. Wards, day operating theatre, day surgery, ingrowing toenails and all that sort of thing. All that. Autoclave, casualty and all that. Yes, it's used to sterilise all that. I thought, where's the connection there then? Autoclaved concrete. It must be to stop mould growing in it. Sterilise the concrete so mould and shit like that doesn't grow in it. Fungus and mushrooms out of it and things. Things like that. Yeah, reinforced, reinforced, autoclaved, not surgical instruments. Autoclaved, aerated, like an aero. Aero chocky bar full of bubbles. That's what this concrete is. Concrete. Reinforced. Reinforced, it's got iron bars in it. That's the reinforced bit. Autoclaved, it's sterilised in the concrete, which means just boil it up to high temperatures. Aerated, full of bubbles like an aero chocky bar. Concrete, well, concrete is concrete. Fuck's sake. And and the worst enemy of that stuff is humidity, water, first of all, obviously, water leaks and all that, humidity, and just general humidity, really, and damp, so because it turns it into sort of like, once it starts absorbing moisture, it sort of starts weakening and, like polystyrene, you can crush polystyrene and all that. Aye, that's about it, really. RAAC, yeah. Well, just simplistic, a roof of a bloody classroom in Gravesend, North Kent, collapsed 5 years ago. And there have been warnings about it for ages. I think Labour did reports when they were in power on things like that, and there's a hospital in King's Lynn that's almost collapsing. The pillars, the main danger is the pillars, compression of pillars, and and it all crumbles, and all of a sudden the lintel comes boom down. Lintel going, steel lintel or just one of these rack lintels. It's all a bloody disaster again. This should have been done years ago. Should have been done years ago. I'm sure Labour had initial plans to do it, but then 2008 came along and That was that. Put on hold, as many things. But it can't be, it can't. But the trouble is, a lintel collapsed of one of the pillars, gave way, and I think, like the Acropolis in Greece has been, the pillars have been standing there for bloody thousands of years. Stonehenge even longer. Those capstones and Stonehenge, you don't want one of them falling on top of you. But don't worry, it's strong enough. Strong enough for another billion years. Billion. Oh, what a shambles, Tories.